Okay folks, this is out of date. This is useless now, but I'm just going to turn it into a demo anyway. Let's see how we go with it. Looks like it's a bit boring. I might try and shift the colour a little bit with the hue control, because I think it looks like one that would look good on with a hue change. I don't know how big I'm going to make this. I'm going to have to find out. Look at that later. I'm going to leave the hue for now and just make a comparison once I've done the first version. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a Wi-Fi security card. This used to be mine. I don't have this service anymore. It was supplanted by what's known as the NBN. So this is useless now. It's out of date. So it's not a problem. You're not going to get any joy from it trying to use it. So let's see how I go. Okay, how big are we going to make it? That's a good question. But yeah, it's all out of date. It's all fucking old. So yeah. Yeah, that's come up looking quite nice to start with. I do think I have to enlarge it a bit less. Looks interesting. I might have to somehow get rid of that background, but it looks nice so far. The colour in that. Yeah, that looks better on the... I still needs a little bit less on the horizontal, but the vertical, looks like the vertical was just right. So the vertical was just right. Horizontal needs to go across a lot more. So the horizontal needs to go less, and the vertical needs to go back. So I'll put the vertical back, I think it was 380, and this one will be maybe, we'll call it 360. Yeah, looking good, but it still needs to go across even further. I do think it's probably going to be about that much, because it's just against the edge there. So I'll just put them away, and I'll just take away some of that enlargement. So I'm just going to make it maybe 350. I actually think I might change something while I'm doing this, so I don't have to make as much waste. So I'm going to use the hue and warm it up, and maybe I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that looks interesting. Looks a bit darker. That looks darker than this. This is the first version Doesn't look much different though, although that orange has changed to a darker orange, which I don't like. And I think we've got it right now, the sizing. I'm disappointed that the hue control hasn't done anything useful to this, because I don't want that to be too dark. So I'm going to keep the enlargements and the reductions, they're good. The enlargements, should I say. And I think we're just going to take out that hue, because the hue is not looking as good. I wonder if maybe we can just play around with the RGB. We can add some blue and see what that does. It's always good to experiment with photocopier art, folks. It's nice to try new things every now and then. Otherwise it gets boring. And that's come up looking interesting. Again, it's sort of made the logo blend a little bit. I don't like that. It's actually taken away some of the yellow background. That's interesting. Whew. Okay. I don't know what to do to make it look better. Whether we're just going to keep it on the standard colours that it is. We're going to see what happens if we take out the blue. Yeah, it's more yellow. It's more of a yellow colour when you take out the blue. Not the nicest look. I do like the contrast of colour there. Don't know what to do with it, folks. What to make of this. How to get rid of the background. I'm going to make background removal. So paper discoloration, we're going to make it light. We're going to get rid of that horrible, hopefully get rid of that horrible yellow. Don't get me wrong, I love the colour yellow. It's a colour I associate with happiness, but it's not something I particularly want on this artwork that I'm creating. And that's come up looking a treat. That looks almost like it should look. It's almost as good as a corporate piece. That looks brilliant. I'm happy with that overall. A little bit darker there though. There's a bit of less differentiation between the two colours there. But apart from that, it looks brilliant. I'm really happy with that overall cleaned up result. So these are our pieces to our old telecommunications, should I say my old internet Wi-Fi card. So yeah. Oh, I nearly forgot. I forgot to set number this one here, because this could play up on me. This is probably not the greatest piece of work I'm doing, folks. It's quite a boring looking graphic, or semi sort of. In some ways it looks good, in other ways it looks boring for an art, as far as art is concerned. So, just going to put this, and we've got this lovely graphic, even though it's a very simple sort of a graphic, not the greatest, as I said before. a little bit boring. But you don't expect this kind of thing to have detailed, highly detailed graphics. It's got to be quite simple, I guess. Anyway, that's come up looking interesting. Very basic looking, but I think we can now call this demo quits.